So what are your impressions of the defense over the first couple of days?
We're not in pads, so
Yeah.
we're running around fast.
Fast-
Decent retention.
Fast is good, right?
Yep.
Just Daryl said you've changed the name of the jack position to rush. What does that mean as far as responsibility? Much?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Better word association. That's it.
So how important is that position to what you guys are doing?
It's the same. I mean, it's exactly the same as it was in the spring.
Right.
It's completely for vocabulary.
Right.
You know, just the calls with what we call things. We want to make
Right.
sure that, first of all, it has to be word association for me to remember it. Well, that's why it's there. You know, if he's a rush end, he's a jack. It's the same thing. But some of our calls, we wanted to make it easier to remember.
Regardless of what you guys are calling it, though, how critical is that position? You know, to what
Huge.
you guys are doing.
It's very critical. One, because it's a lot of the times it's a front guy, but he's a hybrid. He's got to be able to do a lot of things, and not everybody can do that.
I mean, does it make, the success that you have there, does it make you guys more deceptive, more versatile? How would you describe it?
Well, when you can go from 4-3 to 3-4 without substituting, and you can jump into your nickel package without substituting sometimes, when you got certain guys on the field and a guy can play this or that, and it helps, especially with up-tempo teams.
You try and, I guess, what's the process for it? You try and, determine where that guy's going to be from a play-to-play point of view based on the formation you see from the offense, or how late do you sort of, determine what you want to do, if you know what I'm saying?
Well, down and distance.
Yeah.
Well, down and distance field position is what your idea is, and then, we react to the formation,
Yeah.
Once they line up finally, or as they line up right away. So it's critical. And the word association has also helped with where the guys are going to be at a little faster, so we're good.
Does that mean that player that you have in that spot has to be pretty good at recognizing and communicating?
Absolutely. No, he doesn't have to do a lot of communicating,
but recognizing.
He's got to recognize in a hurry. We can put him in the boundary, the field. We can really put him anywhere.
Right.
So, but you don't want to, mess things up yourself. So you do what the guys can do.
How has Johnny looked at that position?
Oh, good. To me, he's the type of guy you want. His size, speed, strength. We just, he's got to develop a little more from having his hand down most of the time, but he did a good job in the spring. And there's times he's down, times he's up, times he's to the field, to the boundary, and we could stack him over the ball if we wanted to. So there's a lot of places he can go.
And he seems to have the right characteristics, right? He's an athletic guy, but
he's got a prototype
physical
body, and he's got some speed, but he can drop into the curl and the flat. He can do those things.
What do you like about Frankie as a safety?
I told him yesterday we were moving him back, not just to get in his head. No, don't know yet.
Yeah.
The best thing, it's a move that he wanted to do. He wants to help the team any way he can. So, but he can play the position because it's the strong, and really in this defense, that strong has to be a third corner.
Yeah.
It really helps you more.
The two fresh.